So today we're at Michael from Purity's home, which he's just built for himself. And today we're going to show you a lot of the architectural items that Bowens can do for the builder.
From the very start, we needed to create a minimalist structure and look to the home. But your standard stuff doesn't give you that look, right? So you have stuff that are visible and so on. So if you have a look at the way this is, a lot of it is concealed and very minimalist.
The architect had come up with a batten-type timber look across the front facade. At the time, our Perma range was in the process of developing a Castellation product. So Mike was actually really good working with us with lead times and things like that on waiting for that product to come about. We had Aaron out here.
Aaron was really open to suggestions as to what's a great look. So what you see now is actually the result of a lot of thinking and talking about how to make it best look.
From there, the order process was pretty straightforward.
We wanted an indoor pool, and the problem with the indoor pools is the condensation. So there's not that many options from a ceiling point of view. The Perma timber stuff, it's great.
His electricians come through and fitted his downlights, obviously with ease. It all complements itself. We also used the CSR Proctor app, so that was used throughout the whole building, and we brought that product to Mike pretty early on.
The builders, something that they have to deal with is so many products out there. It's something that does help is a filter. If Bowens is dealing with a certain supplier or is carrying a certain product, my expectation is that Bowens done the homework before even I get to it.
Here we've got a 3-metre high door, and as you can see, there's no header there, and the track ties in with your ceiling height. So this stuff is, again, spoken about pretty early on at frame stage. And then you've got your shadow line Studco skirting down the bottom.
He's the one who pointed it out to me, which I think is important if the builder is open-minded about, there's actually other stuff around.
When he was building his own house, there was multiple talks to start off with that he was going to use these looms throughout his house, so he obviously wanted to optimise the lighting.
This is a fairly dark space. Traditionally, you put it up on the ceiling, but what I wanted to create is almost a room in itself. So we tested out the window, which gets people all the time because they go into this room, they said, nice window, and then they go on the outside.
This is a full custom door to the builder's spec. So he sat down and said, we want this, and they've made it, powder-coated everything they need to, but for the builder.
The garage door is often the forgotten thing, but if you have a look at the facade, it's 25% of the building. So it's important that it was consistent with the look and feel.
Our relationship with the builder is our first thing we work on. So the relationship is obviously paramount to everything else that flows on.
Ben, for me, was almost like a partner in the build, right? Which is completely different. You normally just call up and say, I need this and this. They go the extra step to make sure that they do the right job, and that type of culture worked, it was compatible with Bowens' culture.
The house has been fun to help Mike out with, all the way from framing to the garage doors and everything. It's been good, so as long as the builder's happy, we're happy.